what I want to do is I'm gonna show just a few more slides. What's next? What have we been doing here? So know that we've been promoting these people not because we make money through any partnerships or anything. We're promoting these people truly because we believe they're fantastic at what they do. Know that they're not making money out of this directly. They are honestly, like Yannick. I was just talking with Yannick. He was like, "Hey, this is so good. Yeah, I'd love to help people out." I'm like, "Hey, if we can help you out with this at all, any as well, that would be great." That wasn't his focus. These speakers have been very focused on how to help you. All right. So know that we are going to do an in-depth financial literacy training with more experts. This was a taste. Okay. Yannick and Angela will be back. Hopefully Scott will be back. Hopefully some other people will be back. And we're going to bring on other people. Our guest speakers include an accountant who can change your financial future in less than 60 minutes. Honestly, again, taxes, Scott was talking about taxes being one of those things that we can always count on in life. Taxes, if you understand what you can do with them, I got a couple of books behind me right now that explain taxes, because when you understand what you can do with taxes, the wealthy people on this planet, one reason they're able to create wealth is because they're paying very little percentage-wise in taxes. They still pay a lot, but they work within the rules, within the laws to change that. We've got an all-day event coming that you can enjoy from the comfort of your home. So this is going to be a longer training. You can come in and out as needed. Here's going to be one of our special guest speakers, and his name is Brian Sidorsky. He is a really interesting guy. Came Ken's way a few years ago, wasn't it, Ken?
Yeah, about 4 years ago, I think now.
Yeah, so I've gotten to know Brian over the last 3 or 4 years. Really good human being, does want to help people. Again, so to put this into perspective, I mean, Ange makes what, $300 an hour. Brian Sidorsky makes $10,000 an hour. I'm going to repeat that. Brian Sidorsky makes $10,000 an hour. He's giving over an hour of his time for us and for anyone that's willing to come on here, but he's got a requirement. His requirements are strict in that he said, I want the people that are going to come on, I expect them to learn. I expect them to grow. I expect them to put some effort and energy into this. So this is another individual who I think it has a ton of value for people. He's going to be talking most likely about how to really focus your energy, how to become an expert, how to become a specialist, because that's what's going to promote you, whether it's in business or even as an employee. So we'll talk about that a little bit later. So he's going to be on June 6th. Here's the format and the price of this, okay? So it's an all-day event that will be recorded if you are unable to make it to every speaker. You can choose your favorite or most relevant speakers and simply stay for them. That's completely okay. We don't expect everyone to stay for everything. I would if it was me, especially at the price point, but it's up to you. You can interact with each speaker and ask questions. We might have somebody who is pre-recorded, and I'll get to that on the next slide. But here's what we're doing. $49 for the entire day and the recordings. There's kind of a break-even point where we need a certain amount of people to come on before we even pay for our expenses. But know that this is not going to be a moneymaker for us. It's not going to be a huge moneymaker unless there are hundreds and hundreds of people that come and register. Legitimately, we're trying to. This is what we've learned, both Ken and I. If you make something absolutely free, people learn less. So we put a price tag. Ken and I went back and forth over and over again as we debated this back and forth. Do we make it any price at all? We decided to put a price on it so that the people who are coming are invested in it a little bit more. We figured $49, at least it touches the pocketbook a little bit to make this more valuable for people. So legitimately, this is to help other people. Some questions. Would even one of these experts be worth the price of admission? Ask yourself that. If you listen to one of these experts and got one tip from one expert, would it be worth $49? And for me, the greater price is your time. That's the greater price in his. Would an hour and a half of your time be worth one tip from one expert that is useful for you? Secondly, what are we getting out of this? Legitimately, we like helping people. Legitimately, though, we're trying to create, Ken and I have been playing around with ideas and how can we create more programs that have value to people? So really, in many ways, this is a test for us that we're going to try out some ideas. Hopefully, we're going to give some business to some of the speakers and experts that have come by simply for their help. But legitimately, we also want your help. So this is part of this. What are we getting out of this? we're happy to give this in a small price tag. This is what we desire. We desire you to send in questions that you have for us, that you have for these experts. The more questions you provide for us, the better the better the experience will be, the more people this will help. So legitimately, that helps us kind of position this seminar, but also future seminars. We're hoping to do this in different ways. I'm not going to tell you all of our plans because they might change. And Ken and I are infamous for changing plans to make sure that it works for the people that we have on the chats or the group sessions that we have. But legitimately, if you have questions for these people, send them in, and we are happy to put them to the experts, or come live and they'll answer the questions live for you there. There is a link to register for this, and I'm actually going to put it out in the chat as well so that you can click on it. I just put it up there. So you can click on it and go right to the link. So it's just under $50. Feel free to go to that link. Ken, are you okay with staying on for a few more minutes just in case anyone has any questions?
Yep, for sure.
Okay, I'm gonna shut that off. So that's just our faces here. Feel free in the question box to ask any questions you have, and we'll be happy to handle those right now. And if not, that's okay. It's been 2 hours here. So if you need to go and take off and do anything else, that is completely fine. So one question that's coming up is, how long is the session on June 6th? This is going to be a new seminar format that we're trying out, and it's basically going to be all day. So if you pay your entrance fee, what you can decide to do, we're going to make the videos available for everyone, but we're going to decide to have each speaker go for about 60 to 90 minutes. And again, we've probably got people to fill up about 7.5 to 9 hours with that. So if you want to stay all day, great. We're going to have a format so that you can see when each speaker is on. And if you simply want to catch 2 of those, that's fine. We want to provide far more value than the cost of time, energy, and money that you're getting. So great question. I hope that answered that.